Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the enemy team composition on the right hand side. Moira, Tracer, Reaper, Xayah. Ignore the Mercy for now. Do you know what's really good against all of those? Armor. So what would happen if we only built armor? Well, let's find out in this game because that's exactly what we do. There's a thumbnail, right? I'm sure we'll have put something in there at the time that we create it about stacking armor, so we're not spoiling anything. It's this moment where I'm looking at the team composition. I'm going, hang on, I want armor against Tracer and Reaper and Xayah. Oh, they've introduced these spawn turrets, by the way. So since the game hasn't loaded, I was like, look at this demonstration. You can't really see what it's doing, but they seem to be surviving. They don't seem that strong. But that's a new thing in the mid-season patch, just in case you haven't seen those before. So, we are, yeah, going to be building a lot of armor in this game. I know right at the start that I'm going to get armored vest. That's obvious. Ballistic buff is a choice, but I mean, it's rarely going to trigger. Like it'd be a Moira orb or something. It's still useful even against like short-ranged heroes. It doesn't trigger from them, but it may trigger from somebody else shooting you from across the map. So to go with this only armor build, Chain Grasp makes a lot of sense. I also picked Chain Grasp here because I played a game a little while ago and I was against the Juno that's on my team, and that Juno had really good like character control and missile build. I thought if I go orbs, there's a chance that people just kind of fade and hide, and they've got Moira with fade, Reaper with wraith form, Xayah bubbles. If I can use Chain Grasp and kind of force as much of that out as possible, then maybe the missiles can come and hit. And look, I picked running shoes. Running shoes is a really good item. I don't normally pick it because I value something else. But I just thought, you know what? It's either that or like electrolytes or ballistic buffer. But let's just have really quick rollouts from spawn. And see how quickly we're here. Yeah, pretty fast. So going into round one. Obviously our team, we've got Orisa and Torb. Maybe trying to just fight the players here, see if we can get round and heal our Torb, but you can notice our Juno's also low, so we might as well heal those as well. Let's support the Orisa now. Thought the Xayah was going to be retreating there. We do have a Moira on us here, so we're going to have to fade somewhere. Up top is the safest place, because if they haven't tracked the exact fade, they're not going to come up there. So let's chase around the Reaper. Our team seems to be winning this one. Okay. Well, there's not really much point in chasing them around much further than that. So, we take the mid-fight. And yeah, just looking over towards their spawn. So Chain Grasp already does quite a lot of damage. Like her grasp is weak, but being able to hit multiple targets with it suddenly makes it strong. You think every time we fire an orb, we're basically getting 3 times the damage output, right? So I normally build into damage to try and just delete people, as we were a bit unaware of our Orisa there. But actually, it can be pretty strong on its own. So right now we're just chasing the Mercy around. Can we get down beforehand? Chain Grasp over onto the Mercy. Final hits, take down the Mercy. Couldn't get the Tracer though. Now there is Xayah. She's probably quite high energy at this point. Just going to try and dodge around if we can. Good movement from the Juno. Getting up top, we do the same thing. We're going to Coalescence. I was trying to get back and contest the point in time, but that's fine. We still managed to take down the Tracer, putting pressure over onto the Xayah here. Okay. So, we're going to be taking back this point. We're up to 65% now. So yeah, I was thinking with this build, as explained, what if I just get loads of armor? Like, insanity levels of armor. I know Tracer really suffers against it. Xayah's not particularly good against it. Reaper's not. Enemy Moira's on Chain Grasp, so that's also going to be really, really strong. And yeah, you'll see the impact of it later on in this game. Moira's trying to get through to the point. Doesn't make it through. We deal 3,000 damage. I mean, it's kind of standard for a round one, right? It's not... We're not underpowered in our attacks. But that's all going to change. And 14,000 cash, which is going to set us up nicely for this. Now there's a few key armor items, but one of the things that you can do, I forgot when they introduced it, it wasn't that long ago, is filter items. So if you've got an idea like this, which, you know, it could be really stupid, but in my head it should work quite well for several rounds and then maybe it'll drop off. But yeah, if you've got an idea like this, like you want to just have loads and loads of cooldown reduction, or you want to have loads of armor or health, the filter option in the buy page is really, really useful. So Vitality, really, really good against Tracer. If we sell one of these, then the 1 carrot and weapon grease, then we'll have enough to get 2 blue items. So the gadget's going to be really nice. You know what? In the game, I didn't see that Striker Zero write that. We do have a YouTube channel. I assume you're on it now. Good time to maybe hit the like button or subscribe if you want to watch more content. So Crusader Hydraulics as well. While you have armor, you're going to gain attack speed and damage reduction from weapons. So not only do we have armor, we also have a damage reduction built into there. And we have a lot of armor right now. Don't have crazy amounts of health yet, but 331 is pretty strong. A little bit of weapon power with the gadget as well. We've got our heal station. We should at this point be really tanky. Enemy Moira's got Shield Buster. I mean, we were always going to have armor. They were always going to have Shield Buster to fight Orisa and Torb. And yeah, so we expect they should be able to deal pretty decent damage to us. Or it's going to chain grasp onto our other teammates. A little bit ready to push through. We fire the orb, don't get a clean chain grasp or orb there, so we'll just chase around the Mercy. Drop the gadget on the floor. Reaper's pushing us, not denting our health. So right now we've got Moira and Reaper. Gonna fade behind, crouch. Let's get our health up. You're not actually, it's not that great doing Reef like that because they can hear the passive healing you up. So even though we don't heal ourselves, once that passive kicks in, they can hear that sound. So if you're trying to hide, here's a little bit different. We just do a fake fade. And we're kind of not accomplishing anything here. Like, we're not delusional. We're distracting the Reaper a little bit, but enemy team is making so much objective progress and we have to keep on disengaging. Like, it's great in a situation like this, is great because our team's moving forward. Even though the Orisa does get killed, we are like trading with the Reaper here. We have a Coalescence as well. I'm okay with this because it's cash generation, but enemy team is making objective progress, which is kind of annoying. We're just looking to see if maybe there's somebody who's low health that we can do. There's no point in going all the way back to the team. I mean, if you think about it, we're just equalized on this backline. We're going to use Coalescence, anticipating that someone was going to chase us. Counter Cold from Moira, but Moira's got a damage amp, so we're in the defensive stance here. It's going to fade behind Moira chasing us, heal orb through. We've got a gadget and a mini, so we should be able to survive this quite easily. But again, our team's just really struggling here. Which, you know, it is pretty surprising because we've always got one player or more attacking us, but still, it's not particularly good flanks. We've got a decent amount of damage, but we've just been trading that healing. This Reaper has been tracking us, but at the same time we've been trying to track them. Now our team's finally able to get our first few meters. Mercy very, very low, does get taken down. Xayah strips our armor off of us, but we just go stand back in our field station, field support gadget. Got our armor back up again. Damage up towards the Tracer. Chain Grass still works off of the Xayah bubbles. At least I'm 90% sure. Oh no, that's unlucky. Walk back into the pulse bomb. Okay, Reaper is pushing forward. Okay, we've got him just before the TP. Can we get some healing over onto the Ashe? We do heal sometimes. But yeah, our healing is very, very weak. We get eliminated, and yeah, so we made okay cash, like through all of that. Obviously, well, it looks like we're going to lose the round. Orisa's got 1 health. Yeah, this round's done. Maybe we can get, not with a fade like that, we're not going to be able to get back. And okay, so we made 11k cash sitting behind, just kind of trading with somebody else. I wanted to know who was it who said Moira in that game before. Stay house.
Up next, Rev those engines. It's time for a payload
Right.
race.
More armor. A lot more armor. What items would you guys be picking?
For the teams to consult their
So,
playbooks.
back to the filter again. There's a few options. Rustung would give us a lot. When you hover over it, it'll show you the change in health. Weapon Jammer's going to give us... It's going to work with our Chain Grasp, right? So it's going to give us a bit of armor. It's going to give us loads of attack speed, weapon power. This should make our Chain Grasp actually be a bit more effective. Now, we don't have enough for anything else. Ability Life Steal seems like an okay idea. If you're going to go Phantasm, which was my original idea. But then we thought, Scientific Death Rod. Why not get a bit of overhealth? That'll allow us time to get our armor back up. And then I remembered Charge Plating exists. That's more armor. We're only buying armor. So, okay, we've got to use our ult for it first, but then we're going to have even more armor. So, we've got 388 max life.
Only 20 seconds
And then
left until we kick
we're going to
this
be able to
round
fade
off.
through enemies. Now, Scientific Death Rod, I think, could be wrong with this, is a little bit weird fading through people with armor rather than extra health. I think you get the same amount per fade, but you don't get more max over health. And that's not the end of the world because you very rarely hit max over health from fading through enemies, but it is one thing. If you're trying to get the highest health possible on Moira, then I believe life is better. But obviously armor has damage reductions. We're going to be playing like a tank, like right in their faces. Got our gadget, Xayah not able to dent our health here. We fade through a few players, get up to 506 max over health, and now we see a Mercy. We still do a lot of damage with Weapon Jammer. Weapon Jammer, the field support gadget, giving us a bit more. Now Reaper's trying to push us. We can fire a healer, but I was thinking, yeah, we're going to fade through and we've got our gadget. And actually, we could have done significantly better there. Still, our team's in the lead. Looks like enemy Xayah was taken down in that as well.
Persecuted.
I am blasting off!
Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit of healing onto our Ashe. We've got to be aware that enemy Moira is on a Chain Grasp build as well, so they are not going for a tanky build. So they can put out a lot of damage. Tracer very, very low. Okay, Tracer's eliminated. Scar can support our tank with a heal orb, Chain Grasp again, fade through and fade back to get that Scientific Death Rod overhealth, bring us up to 452. Our healing is weak, but we can, while they're out of combat, another fade through. Get a bit of overhealth there as well. Ooh. Okay, the other thing is that it does build our ultimate and it allows us to use Coalescence if we want to, and since our weapon power is not that high, Coalescence is valuable. Like, even though we're on a Chain Grasp build, it is still valuable. Fire a heal orb, we can't rotate around to save the Torb in time. So we're going to try and get in a position where we can fade through loads of players. 764 health here. At least over health. Rissa went the wrong way. Somehow still alive, but yeah, we weren't going to be able to heal that back up. So instead, we look for something that we can do, and that means we can objectively block the objective. Not from that Reaper, though. Even with the armor, that's yeah, a lot of damage coming out from many players. So enemy team take the lead. We've got some work to do here. We've got nearly 4k damage already, considering we're not building damage. That's pretty decent. Oh, can we get some healing over onto our Ashe? Just about saving them. Oh, Pulse Bomb comes in on the Torb. Does hit the Ashe as well, and the Reaper TP in as well at the same time. It's going to set up a little heal zone for ourselves. Gadget and Heal Orb. We see the Mercy again. We remember her being quite squishy, so we wanted to try and chase her about fading through a couple of players. Again, we'll just go on the objective then. Now Moira's pushing us. Moira's got a lot of damage, but we've got a lot of armor, so it's quite hard for them to break that. Coalescence comes in, we use our gadget. We can stand and tank for a little bit. Fade through the Xayah, 486 max life there. This is the Moira with the Mercy. We're hoping it can... sorry, the Xayah with the Mercy. We were hoping that it could chain grasp through from the Xayah onto the Mercy there. Does use her ult. She's going to be really tricky to kill here. Going to keep our distance from the Reaper, but fade through them, get that overhealth. Since we haven't got any armor, that's pretty valuable for us. Juno does heal us up though, get our armor back. Okay, so we're going to push this. We do have Coalescence. Okay, we've got to get up to the team. It's neck and neck right here. Fade through a load of players. Cheeky little fade jump up top. Reaper does TP up there. We should be able to tank it if it's just the Reaper. But with the Tracer as well, we've got to fade through. Get that overhealth again. Tracer putting some damage on us. Weapon Jammer's really going to hurt them though, but actually Bob probably did most of the damage. Yeah, get through the Zaya. Still, this overhealth keeping us alive from Scientific Death, allowing us to play point blank on the enemy team, even against some of these big damage heroes. Want to fade through that, but at the same time, don't really want to just use the fade. Okay, looking out for this Mercy res here. Mercy is still alive, but somebody's got to get across to the other objective. And no one does. So we take the round 8k damage on a non-damage build. Only about 1,500 behind the other Moira player. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Team's got a 9k cash lead as well. But no Mercy round because Mercy rule even. Because they have already won a map. Right. What armor items are we going to get here? There's still loads of them, but we can now definitely afford one of the purples. So, not Gloom Gauntlet, not going to be using that one. Lemerico would be really, really good. Agandimu, Reduction Field. Hey look, rapid firing heroes. You've got Reaper, Zaya. That's just going to be permanently charged up. So we can get that, and it leaves a lot of cash on the table, but there's nothing else we can really upgrade this. Now, if we do want to surrender some armor, there's no more armor items, but we could get something else. I'm checking these, like, maybe we could get the one of the shield items or something that just gives us a bit more health. Or we could get a bit more DPS onto our build. So, just thinking, okay, what if we got
The teams have 20 seconds left to
what if we got Mecha Z series actually? Checking the numbers again. We'll stick with Vitality and Shield Buster. So I picked up Shield Buster because I just went, hey look, we've got Weapon Jammer. We should deal loads of damage, but we've now just got loads of armor as well. And then it's like, it's only the Zaya has shields. Everybody else has no armor apart from Moira with just, you know, Weapon Jammer's 25 armor. So Shield Buster probably wasn't that good here. Should have maybe gone with Advanced Antibiotics instead. It'll probably trigger more in this game. But let's have a look at our damage reductions anyway. So down the bottom right, it should show the number of stacks that we've got when we take some damage. There we go. If you look, we're up to 14 stacks. It's got a additional... Is it 4? No, you half it. So if we've got 10 stacks, it would be a 5% damage reduction. 20 stacks. Yeah, it's going to give us a huge damage reduction. So we're up to that number already. That allows us to now fade through. Get that Scientific Death God health. Yeah, it's a huge damage reduction, especially when, I mean, we've got a few of them, so. They are struggling, yet we still have the damage output here. Just about, maybe not to kill a Zaya that's been healed by a Mercy, but let's try and target the Mercy down instead. Mercy flying away. Do we have the damage? We'll rely on Chain Grasp instead. There we go. One of the beauties about Chain Grasp is I don't have to, like, with my low sensitivity, just aim around the whole screen looking for the Mercy. If she's nearby other players, I'll attack them instead. Don't mind charging up the Zaya, just going to get a bit of overhealth from them as well. We've got our ultimate. Enemy Moira drops Coalescence, but gets taken down by the Ashe. Rude. Agreed. So we fade through. Get that health again. So we've still got all this armor. I'm quite comfortable fighting a Reaper here. Look at our health. It just doesn't really move. Orisa gets taken down. We have Coalescence, which we can use. Fade through the Reaper, jump up onto the high ground. Okay. Nobody's on the point, so we're going to capture a little bit of time. Moira goes for it. Actually went up top. Reaper's on this, so we're going to have to fade because we know they're ulting when they go through there. Use our little gadget. That's a lot of people looking at us though. Oh, the damage reductions. Absolute key here. Okay, where's the Reaper going to? If we can, if it's just the Reaper shooting us with that ult, we're generally fine. Tracer just doesn't do anything to us here. Alright, onto the point. Orisa's going down by the looks of it. Look at this, we're just tanking the whole Reaper ult. We fade through as well, get a little bit of additional life, but Orisa does get taken down. Not sure we're going to be able to win this fight. Not now we've used all of our cooldowns. You know, we're tanky, but we're not crazy tanky. I mean, in this game so far, we've done 22,000 damage, and we're not really building much damage. Yeah, Tracer's going to get out there. Chain Grasp, might as well just keep that pressure onto them as much as possible. Get that overhealth each time we've got our ultimate if we need it. Flat bounce the orb, should be coming back. Chain Grasp over onto the Mercy, but actually takes down the Tracer as we fade through the Xayah. I'm okay if she chases us here. I was just a bit worried about the grab. Like, if she does just decide to solo grab us, we're not going to be able to fade through players and we will get taken down, almost certainly. Okay, the grab missed us, but she walked past us, which is a sign that somebody else is stuck in it. They did get taken down, we're not going to be able to do too much about that. We fire a heal orb, but we weren't missing any health. The bounce back, I think, does heal us a little bit. Juno getting a nice couple of kills here as well. As I said, at the start of the video, I played with the Juno before. I know they're a very capable player. So we're just kind of this annoying distraction, and it gives this Juno the space to navigate through and put those missiles in optimal positions. Moira up top. Someone needs to get to the point on their team though. Reaper pushing in. We're going to fade through him. Torb takes him down. And we do take the round. 15k cash.
2-1.
I mean, it's constant. This is activity levels Moira at their absolute highest, because we rarely have to disengage all the way out of a fight. Right, 3-1's the score. This is a very open map. It should work quite well for our Chain Grasp build. Next map's also quite open as well. So what items are we going to take? At the moment we can't get to the armory. Oh, there we go. So we've got another power to take as well. Ethereal Excision is a very good choice here. It goes into the tanky Moira build. We're still on armor here. Limerico or Rustung. So I like the idea of Limerico, but look, we've got so much more cash. Looks like we can get both. The question is, what are we going to sell? So if we sell Vitality, yes, we're losing some armor, but you don't really get much health for that. I mean, look at the base health that we get. From 499 to 574 if we buy that. Plus, when we're low health, we're going to gain another 10% damage reduction. That's kind of crazy. Add in Lumerico so that anytime we use Fade or Orb, we're restoring 50 armor. So what other options have we got here? So we can get Vitality, Crusader Hydraulics, or Mecha Z Series. Z Series, whatever. Now, Mecha's going to give us more actual health, armor shields, than the other two are. Converting 100 health into armor gives us loads of armor, but Crusader Hydraulics gives us that 10% reduced weapon damage and some enhanced attack speed. So we're not going to have that as much armor. I feel like field support is still very, very strong. It's a good source. Torb's gone armor packs. Not only do we have our own armor and 650 health here, combined with obviously the armor pack, but yeah, we're getting given even more. This must be really frustrating for the enemy team to play against. They have to invest so many resources. Plus, we've now got Ethereal Excision, so we're going to have a load more sustain from that. Plus the movement speed if anyone does try attacking us. Ooh, Moira. Okay, we get a little bit of overhealth and ult charge from that. No idea where they've gone, but Juno does take him down, so give him a little heal over time. Saw an armor pack in the corner of my eye, but it's like, nah, look, we can fade through 833 health right now. Just trying to put this damage out over onto the Mercy. We managed to take her out. Now just get back to the point. Chain Grasp on the Xayah over onto the Tracer. This does get taken down by Juno. Xayah very low health. I wanted to actually fade through her before we killed her, but she died too fast, which is not ideal. I mean, not for us generating a bit more overhealth. 910 health just sitting there. It's like having a layer of armor followed by a layer of overhealth followed by another layer of armor is crazy. I forgot about the spawn turrets. They hurt actually. Oh, we've got to get out of here. Just about survive on 110 health or something. Oh, armor packs from Torb here as well. Gonna help us out. Fade through. Okay, we got our health back up and running, but yeah, I completely forgot that those spawn turrets exist. I also thought there was only one, but I think we were getting hit from 2 different angles. I'm not sure our team's going to be able to do anything. Let's get away from that Reaper ult. Fade through it. We used our gadget. We need a heal orb here. Heal orb, but it's not enough. Not with high energy Xayah. Reaper at point blank range being damage amped. Wasn't going to work. But hey, look, our team's up to 75%. She knows trying to put pressure on the Moira and also heal. We've got so much armor and life. Base the damage reductions as well. Okay, we use both our support ults there. When we push through, got to worry about a grab. Okay. I mean, we just about managed to fade that, but unfortunately we couldn't survive. That was holding down my shift key in hope that we got out of the grab in time to just hit that fade. Enemy team up to 35% now. I'm going to take that armor pack anytime we see them, of course. Let's get some healing over onto the Torb. Even use the gadget for him. Look, you're going to give me extra armor when I'm going a full armor build. Why not? 700 health. Okay, we really aren't doing much damage to this Xayah right here. We're going to have to use our heal orb. Fade through. Reaper's going to come in. We've got our gadget, which we're going to drop down. Chain Grass Moira as well, putting damage onto us, but we're still very tanky. We've obviously still got those damage reductions, or some of them. Oh, it's too much. There's just too many players there. Enemy team going to cap this out. Have a bob on the point. Yeah, she's going to set herself on fire with a dynamite. Okay, Torb takes down the Xayah though. I'm going to get that armor pack. I'm not going to wait around. We're going to use Coalescence for the move speed here. We get ults quite quickly, but also this could be the last fight if we win it. Heals over onto the Torb. Yeah, just the Moira. Surely this is done. Moira gets taken down. Nobody else is going to be able to contest this, which means 4-1 the final score. GG's, look at those stats. 31k damage when we haven't really built much of a damage build. Not much healing, 17k. Fair enough. Got a decent amount of money. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Max armor. I'd like to experiment a little bit more with that. So you may see another game coming up. Not right away, but soon, because that is a fun way to play, but it's against these heroes, right? Tracer, Reaper, Moira, Xayah. If ever you're against that, just do this build. You get so much value out of the armor. Right, guys? Take care. GG.